It's 6:30 in the morning, time to get my day started, because this is going to be a very important day in my life. Instead of going to the special school, Karen is going to drive me to GoAnimate City High School, and I am going to sneak into one of the classes, claiming that I am taking AP Calculus so that I can get quickly college credits. But first, I'm going to go downstairs so I can eat breakfast and get my stuff ready for school. And another thing, Karen made her car look like a school bus, just by using GoAnimate logic. Pencils, check. Binder, check. Lunch, check. TI-83 calculator, check. Homework, check. Textbooks, check. Looks like I'm all set for my first day at my new school. Now, to wait for the school bus to arrive. The bus is here, time to get to school. Alright, GoAnimate City High School, here we are, just after the 10-minute bell. I'm not going to be late for class.
Good morning, class. Please take out your homework assignments that are due. I will come around and collect them, and tonight I will grade them. Thank you. Now let's get with today's lesson. Excuse me, kid, you in the green t-shirt, are you even supposed to be in this class?
I'm a genius, and that's why I was able to skip 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, and freshman year.
I don't think so, you're not even enrolled at GoAnimate City High. You're supposed to be in elementary school from what it looks like. Who are you, by the way?
I'm Joseph, and yes, I'm supposed to be here, not elementary school. Now please, I need to stay in this class so that I can go to college in 2 years.
Wait a minute, I think I remember you from somewhere. I had your older sister DW in my class during the 2021-2022 school year. And like I told you, you're not supposed to be in my class, because you're still in elementary school. Now, if you will kindly leave my class, that would be helpful because I need to teach my class.
No, I will not leave this classroom because I belong in high school, not elementary school. If you throw me out of your classroom, then you will be hearing from my dad's lawyer before you know it.
Joseph, I'm not going to ask you again, but I need you to leave my classroom because I need to teach my class. You belong in elementary school, not high school.
You want to know something? I most certainly belong in this classroom because I am Joseph, and I am the most important person in the world. So I deserve to be here, 24 hours, 7 days a week, and all days of the calendar year.
Joseph, you better quit that attitude, now. You do not belong in this classroom because you're only an elementary student. Now, I want you to leave this classroom, before I send you to the principal's office.
I belong in high school, 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 I belong in high school. So no, you can't make me leave this classroom.
I don't think that kid is 10 or 11 years old. Just by the way he is acting, I think he is most likely 3 years old or something. What has gone through his mind?
I agree with you, Jenny. If he keeps acting the way he is right now, I don't think he should be in high school.
This is just embarrassing, seeing a 10 or 11-year-old act very childish, in public places especially.
Joseph, you're coming with me to Principal Barnes' office, and he will deal with you and your childish tantrums.
No, I don't want to go to the principal's office. I don't want to go to the principal's office. I don't want to go to the principal's office. I don't want to go to the principal's office. I don't want to go to the principal's office. I don't want to go to the principal's office. I'm a good kid. Hey, put me down this very instant. I do not deserve to be treated like this.
Be quiet, Joseph.
Hey, you look very familiar. You must be Arthur's younger brother. What are you doing here at the high school? And you're in elementary school.
Principal Barnes, this troublemaker has snuck into my classroom, and even claimed that he belongs in high school, when in fact, he is an elementary student.
You look familiar as well. I didn't know you're the principal at GoAnimate City High School.
That's right. I'm the new principal, and you're not supposed to be here in the first place because you're not enrolled at this school. I know this because you failed the 5th grade last school year, and I'm going to have to dispatch a bus to take you where you're supposed to be. Joseph, I am also calling your parents about what you just did.
Don't call my parents, 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 don't call my parents. I actually belong at this school, not this special school.
Joseph, get up off the floor right now. You're acting like a 3-year-old, and yes, I will be calling your parents. Now, get out of my office and wait at the main entrance for a bus to take you to where you belong.
Oh. Joseph, we cannot believe that you went to the high school instead of the school you're enrolled in.
For this, you are grounded for another 3 weeks. This means no going trick-or-treating for Halloween, no TV, no baby shows, and I especially mean no baby shows, because you are too old for them. Now go upstairs to your room now.
One fine morning, Thomas and his friends were out to help another engine named James. James was having some trouble leaving the train depot because he was stopped along the way by diesel engines.
Alright, DW's book is supposed to be in this section. But you have any idea where?
It's supposed to be right here in historical fiction. We need to get her book checked out very soon because she needs to start reading it for her history class.
Wait a minute, what is it that I'm seeing from a distance?
What is it, David? Oh, wait a minute, I can see Brian watching Thomas and Friends on his computer.
We need to have a talk with him about this. Come on.
Excuse me, Brian.
Excuse me, Brian, can you please remove your earbuds? We need your help with something.
Brian, seriously, we need your help with something. Can you please remove your earbuds for just a few moments?
Mr. and Mrs. Reed, can I help you with anything?
We saw that you were watching Thomas and Friends on your laptop. And why are you watching that show?
Actually, this is Shining Time Station, and my dad grew up watching it when he was in preschool. And we watch the show just about every day when he comes home from work and when I come home from school. Do you have a problem with that?
Yes, we do have a problem with that. You're in the 8th grade, and Thomas and Friends is for babies. We suggest you watch something else, like The Simpsons, Family Guy, or The Office.
In other words, you're too old to watch that show.
Oh come on, can't you just mind your own business? I'm waiting for my dad to get done with whatever he needs to get done.
No. We want you to stop watching Thomas and Friends, and then we'll leave you alone.
I'm not going to stop watching that show. And no, I am not too old for Shining Time Station, especially since that show stopped making new episodes in 1993 and reran on PBS until 1998. In fact, I think Shining Time Station is way better compared to most kids' shows made today.
We don't care if it's a show from the 80s, 90s, current year, whatever, a baby show is a baby show, plain and simple. You're too old for all baby shows. Now, either you turn off Shining Time Station, or I'll turn off your laptop for you.
Absolutely.
No!
I'm not turning off Shining Time Station. In fact, I am going to get my parents so that we can go home.
Oh no you don't, Brian, we're not done talking to you.
It looks like that the book I want to check out isn't here at the moment. Oh well, I guess I can purchase it on Amazon. And here comes Brian. Brian, you don't look particularly happy. Why is that?
Dad, you will not believe this, but when I was watching Shining Time Station on my laptop, Mr. and Mrs. Reed came up to me and demanded that I watch something else, claiming I am too old for that show.
Hello, is there anything I can do for you too?
Brian, we are not done talking to you. That was very rude of you to walk away from us like that.
Mr. and Mrs. Reed, stay out of it. I know what you're going to say to me.
We're not done telling you what you need to hear. And that is, you are too old to be watching Shining Time Station, even though it's from the late 80s and early 90s. A baby show is a baby show. Period.
I beg your pardon, but what did you just say to Brian?
I said, you are too old for Shining Time Station because that is a baby show.
That is none of your business, Mr. Reed. Brian and I watch that show just about every day, and as a matter of fact, we enjoy it far more than CoComelon or Super Simple Songs.
It doesn't matter when that show aired. It's still a baby show, and Brian, you're in the 8th grade, so therefore, you're too old to watch that show. No wonder you and your father are a bad influence on Joseph.
You know what? We don't have time to argue about this anymore. Come on, Dad, let's go home.
How rude of you. Come back here, right now, you big babies. We need to teach you a very valuable lesson.
Alright, we can now watch another episode of Shining Time Station. Oh no.
I'm sorry to say this, Shining Time Station has been cancelled until further notice because there are too many people in their teens, 20s, 30s, and older still watching this show, and they need to realize that they are too old to be watching it because it's a baby show.
Oh my goodness, this cannot be real. Joseph's parents would not tell me or my dad that we're too old for Shining Time Station. Thank goodness this was just a dream.
Good afternoon, Joseph.
Good afternoon to you, Tom and Joey. Thanks for having me on this meeting.
Good afternoon all of you. So, here is the plan for Halloween. I made us our Halloween costumes, and it took under 2 hours thanks to good old GoAnimate logic. Listen carefully, I will be Barney the dinosaur, Joey will be Turtle from Wonder Pats, and Joseph, like I promised, you will be JJ from CoComelon.
Thank you so much for making my costume, Tom. I finally get to be my favorite CoComelon character for Halloween because I could not be able to find any CoComelon costumes that are my size.
You're very welcome. Anyways, we are going to meet up at the park at 7 p.m. tonight, in our Halloween costumes. And from there, we are going trick-or-treating.
How does that sound, Joseph?
I think this is going to be the best Halloween in my entire life. I wasn't able to go trick-or-treating last year because my parents grounded me for silly reasons. Finally I am able to go this year.
I agree. This is going to be a very good Halloween. Dressing up as baby show characters, and on our way to each house we go to for trick-or-treating, we are going to sing our favorite songs.
I know. We can sing our favorite Halloween baby songs while going trick-or-treating.
We will be singing 5 Little Pumpkins when we go trick-or-treating, our favorite Halloween song.
I agree, that is also my favorite song for Halloween. Anyways, Joey and I are going to work on our homework assignments, but we will meet you at the park at 7 p.m. See you in a few hours, Joseph.
I'll see you at 7 tonight. And both of you take care.
You take care as well, Joseph. Can't wait to go trick-or-treating tonight. Joseph, you made it just in time.
I'm glad I did. And I really like those costumes.
Thank you, I really like your Coco Melon costume as well, Joseph.
Thank you, Tom. Well, I think we should go trick-or-treating now. What do you and Joey think? Yeah, let's go trick-or-treating. Five little pumpkins sitting near the gate. One said, "It is getting very late."
Another one said there are ghosts in the air. But another one said, "I really don't care."
Another one said, "Are you ready to have some fun?" The other one said, "Yes, let's run."
Trick or treat.
Good evening, kids. So you must be dressed up as baby show characters. JJ from Coco Melon, Barney the dinosaur, and the turtle from Wonder Pets. Here is some candy for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And happy Halloween.
Trick or treat.
Hey Joseph, it's good to see you again, and you must be JJ from Coco Melon. And who are these two friends you're with right now? One is dressed up as Barney, and the other is the Wonder Pets turtle.
I'm Joey.
And I am Tom. Yes, we are dressed up as baby show characters for Halloween this year.
That's good to hear. So I will give you all the candy in the world. Here you go, Joseph. Oh, and ever again will I ever let your parents ground you for silly reasons anymore. And you're entitled to go trick-or-treating all you want, even when it's not Halloween.
Karen, you're the best. This is the kind of world that I need to live in, rather than being constantly grounded by my parents every single day. In fact, someday, we need to sue them in court.
Don't worry, soon, we're going to sue your family, and I'm going to make sure that we win this time.
Anyways, we have to get going because we have more houses to stop at. But you have a happy Halloween, Karen. This was the best Halloween that I have ever had in my life. Finally being able to go trick-or-treating. And dressing up as my favorite baby show character. Oh no, who could it be this time?
Joseph Christopher Reed, I want you to come downstairs, we need to talk with you.
No, I'm not coming downstairs. I want to eat my Halloween candy.
I knew it, you went trick-or-treating without our permission.
Joseph, you're in a lot of trouble. We just received a phone call from Tom's parents, and they saw you trick-or-treating with Tom and Joey. And where did you get the Halloween costume?
You will tell us the truth, or you will be grounded even more, and we're going to take away that Halloween candy.
Don't take my Halloween candy, 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 don't take my Halloween candy. That candy is very delicious.
Joseph, get up off the floor right now. And you will tell us the truth.
Well, I snuck out of the house a few hours ago, went to Tom's house, and he made me the Halloween costume. Come on, I was having the best Halloween in my life, but you had to ruin it.
Joseph, you know you were not supposed to go trick-or-treating because you're grounded. For this, you will be grounded until the middle of November. This means we will take your Halloween candy away, also because eating so much candy is not healthy at all.
Now hand us the Halloween candy.
Don't take away my Halloween candy. That candy is very special, and I need to have it. So do not take it away.
Too bad, we're taking it away, because you're not supposed to be having it. And you're grounded. Now, get ready for bed. It's a school night.
Wait, give me back my Halloween candy, 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 give me back my Halloween candy.
Stop it. Just stop it. Alright Dave, I will be making some dessert, so why don't you go to the front door and give the trick-or-treaters candy?
Sounds good with me, Catherine. I'll see you in a little while. Trick or treat.
Hey, childish motor car, what in the world do you think you're doing? And why is there a pumpkin?
I was about to give candy to the trick-or-treaters. And yes, I have a pumpkin because my family always carved pumpkins for Halloween. Do you have a problem with that?
Yes I do. Number 1, it is against city regulations to give people candy, no matter if it's Halloween, unless you get my permission first. And second of all, you are too old for Halloween. Halloween is for babies only.
Oh no, here we go again. I do not need your permission to give candy to trick-or-treaters. In fact, people do it all the time. Second of all, you do not own a city. And third thing, nobody is too old for Halloween, and I've even seen high schoolers going trick-or-treating.
Oh yes, I do own this area, and the rules state that you need to have a permit from the city in order to give people candy from your house. Otherwise you're going to be facing a $300 fine. Do you understand?
No, you have no business coming onto my property and telling me what I can and cannot do, and like I said, I do not need permission to give trick-or-treaters candy on Halloween. Now, why don't you leave, entitled Karen?
Excuse me, childish motor car, but I think you'll find that you do need my permission to give candy to people. And you'll also find that you are not allowed to have pumpkins on your property because they can start fires. So I suggest you put out that pumpkin, and go back in your house.
Oh come on, entitled Karen. Having a jack-o'-lantern on your property is not against building codes, and look, I see my neighbors also they have pumpkins in front of their houses.
I don't care. And my name is not Karen, you crybaby motor car. I am Agatha Trunchbull, winner of 7 gold medals in the 1972 Summer Olympics. And you're not to give trick-or-treaters candy or have jack-o'-lanterns in my neighborhood.
Are you being serious right now? You're just trying to tell people that they cannot celebrate Halloween or something.
I beg your pardon, but I do not appreciate the way you're talking about me as if I'm not here. And I can protect my neighborhood, because I own this neighborhood. Besides, like I said a few moments ago, you are also too old for Halloween because Halloween is for babies only. So I suggest you go back in your house and do something else.
Dave, what is going on, Miss Trunchbull? Why are you on our property again?
Catherine, I've got an idea. You can play along, and I will resolve the situation.
Miss Trunchbull, why do you have to be so mean to my husband?
Yeah, all we're doing is giving candy to the trick-or-treaters. Warr.
Oh come on, you think this is going to get me to change my mind? You childish motor car crybaby, that is what you are, and this is why you need to move on from Halloween.
This is not working. Time for plan B.
What is it going to be? What is it going to be?
Oh my goodness, what in the world? This looks very scary, someone please help me.
No. Miss Trunchbull. Are you going to let Dave and Catherine give candy to trick-or-treaters? Otherwise, you can face my teeth, face it.
Oh my goodness, I don't want to be thrown out of my own neighborhood. Okay, you both win, you can give candy to trick-or-treaters in my neighborhood. Just please don't make me face your teeth.
Well, I better get going. Happy Halloween.
That's very nice of you, Miss Trunchbull. I hope no one gives you coal for Halloween.
Not so fast. We are going to give her coal for Halloween, just like we did to Karen last year for Christmas.
I actually think that is a great idea. But we should wait until Christmas to do that. Let's go back in the house because trick-or-treaters are going to show up any minute now.
Hello, Tom and Joey. Thanks for having me on another Zoom meeting.
Hey there, Joseph. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing good. How are the two of you doing?
We're doing good as well. So, here's a plan that we have in mind, and you're going to really like this, so listen closely.
Are you going to get my teacher and principal terminated from their jobs?
No, it's not that. Here's what we are going to do instead. Since you don't like the fact that you're repeating the 5th grade, we are going to take the bus to middle school, all 3 of us, and you get to attend class with us, and we'll tell the teacher that you got promoted to 8th grade, skipping 6th grade and 7th grade.
Wow, middle school. I really wish I was there, instead of silly 5th grade.
I know, right? And then you'll be a freshman in high school next year, and you'll skip sophomore year, junior year, and senior year, and you'll be going to college very early.
This is going to be the best thing that has ever happened to me, and my parents are going to give me a $100 allowance each week because I'm getting good grades, and I'm even in the National Honor Society.
We'll make sure that you will be taking AP classes very early and that you don't have to take the SAT to get into college. Anyways, back to topic. Tomorrow, you'll meet us at our bus stop at 7:30 in the morning, and from there, we'll be going to the middle school.
You're going to really like the teachers we have. Especially our science teacher is very fun.
Sounds like they're going to be more fun than Mr. Parker, who gives a bunch of homework assignments and tests.
Exactly. Besides, our teachers show us Coco Melon songs about each subject.
Wow, really?
Yes, Coco Melon has many songs about pre-algebra, 8th grade science, 8th grade social studies, and much more. Our teachers put on Coco Melon during every lecture, and our assignments are to watch Coco Melon before the next class.
I never thought a teacher would have us watch Coco Melon for homework. Now that would be a lot of fun, and if only my teacher did so, then I would really enjoy going to school. And the class would be singing along.
Well, anyways, we're going to get going because we have homework to get done before dinner. But we'll see you tomorrow morning at our bus stop.
You have a fantastic rest of your afternoon, Joseph. We can't wait to have you in our middle school classes.
Same to you, Tom and Joseph. I can't wait to see you both at the bus stop tomorrow morning. Take care.
You take care as well, Joseph.
Hey Tom, hey Joey.
Joseph, so glad you were able to make it in time.
Same here. So, who is driving the middle school bus?
It's Buster Baxter.
I actually know who he is. He is Arthur's best friend. And I didn't know he got a job as a school bus driver.
You're going to like our bus driver because he likes singing preschool songs.
Are you serious?
Yes, we are. Buster even puts on Coco Melon for us to listen to on the way to school.
Wow, I never knew that. This is going to be a very fun experience. Way more fun than Mr. Parker not doing baby show songs when he is giving lectures.
Good morning, Mr. Baxter.
Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Mr. Baxter.
Good morning, Joey.
Good morning to you, Buster.
You must be Joseph, Arthur's younger brother. What are you doing on this bus?
Well, I skipped the 6th grade, and now I got sent to the middle school, where I am now in the 8th grade. I also skipped 7th grade because I am a genius, and I've been in the honor roll.
That's unusual, because my roster doesn't say that you're enrolled at the middle school. In fact, the school administration told me you're at the special school, repeating the 5th grade. Arthur also told me the exact same thing.
Buster, none of that is true. I'm friends with Tom and Joey, and that's why we're going to the same school. I'm in the 8th grade, and I skipped 2 grades. So this is why I need to take this bus to school.
Joseph, I'm afraid I can't let you on this bus because you're still in elementary school. If I did, then my supervisor would not be very happy with me, and I may lose my job.
I want to ride the middle school bus. 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 I want to be in the 8th grade, not the 5th grade.
Joseph, don't get me started with another tantrum. This is what I have to deal with every time I come over to your house to hang out with Arthur. It's one thing you do this childish behavior at home. It's another when you do it in public. Now, I request you get off this bus so I can take the middle schoolers to school, and that they're not late to first period.
Buster, like I said, I am going to middle school. Why can't you let me go to the 8th grade with Tom and Joey? I'm their best friend. I don't want to go to the special school.
I'm not saying you can't go to middle school. But you're still in elementary school, that's what I need to say to you, and that's why I can't let you on this bus. Now, I need you to get off, otherwise I'm going to have to notify base.
Buster, I want you to let me ride the middle school bus to school because I want to be with Tom and Joey. Is it that complicated?
Hey, Mr. Baxter, I demand that you let Joseph ride the bus. He is coming with me and Tom to 8th grade.
Joey, return to your seat. Joseph is not enrolled at the middle school, and he is not supposed to be on this bus.
No, he is attending the middle school, so therefore, you need to let him on this bus. If you don't let him on, then I am going to complain to the superintendent.
Yeah, I'm going to complain to the superintendent if you don't let me on this bus.
23 to base. I have an elementary school student who is trying to board the middle school bus, and I have told him numerous times to get off the bus, but he is refusing to do so. And he's also throwing a tantrum like a 3-year-old.
No, more like this bus driver is being an entitled Karen and won't let my best friend on the bus, claiming he owns the bus.
Joey, back to your seat, now. Otherwise, I'm going to have you written up for your behavior.
Base to 23, have the student removed from the bus, call his parents, and wait until his parents arrive to pick him up and take him to where he needs to be. Also, inform the students that they may be arriving to school late.
10-4, thank you. Joseph, get off my bus now. And wait at the bus stop until your mother arrives.
Okay, fine. You're going to be hearing from your supervisor before you know it.
Joseph, stop crying, this is entirely your fault. I can't believe that you tried to board the bus for middle school students, especially with Tom and Joey.
But Mom, I wanted to be with Tom and Joey because they told me that their teachers put on CoComelon for lectures, and that they assigned CoComelon songs for homework.
They were lying to you. No teacher would put on CoComelon for their students, unless they were a preschool or a daycare instructor. Besides, you almost made the middle school students late to their first class, just by throwing a tantrum on the bus, when Buster told you multiple times to get off his bus, and you refused to listen to him, and you threw a tantrum instead.
I really wish I was in the 8th grade with Tom and Joey.
First of all, Joseph Christopher Reed, you're not supposed to be hanging out with Tom and Joey because they're a bad influence on you, number 1. And number 2, if you would do your homework assignments and study for your exams like you're supposed to be doing, instead of watching baby shows all day long, then you would be in the 6th grade right now instead of repeating the 5th grade. Now, Joseph, because this is the second time you tried to board a different bus that is not the one you're assigned to, you will be grounded for the rest of November, and you will be getting coal for Christmas again this year.
I don't want coal for Christmas this year. I don't want coal for Christmas this year. I don't want coal for Christmas this year. I don't want coal for Christmas this year.
Joseph, that is enough.
Alright, I'm home from school. Time to do some homework, and when I'm finished, I'll be watching super simple songs. Oh, no. What is that scary thing doing in the front yard? Mommy, please help me. This scary thing in the front yard is going to chase me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what is Alan throwing a tantrum about this time?
I have no idea, but whatever it is, I think it is something very silly that most people don't cry about.
Alan, what is the matter this time?
That scary-looking doll that is right behind you. Oh my goodness, that thing is scaring the daylights out of me.
Seriously, Alan. You do realize that is a scarecrow. That thing is not alive, and it's not going to do anything bad to you.
The only reason we have a scarecrow in the front yard is to prevent birds from ruining the garden. That's all.
I understand that. But seriously, that scarecrow makes me very scared and I am going to have nightmares about scarecrows chasing me all around the city.
Oh, great.
Just promise me that it won't chase me around the house at night when I'm trying to sleep. At least can you get me a nightlight and a teddy bear so that the scarecrow doesn't come out from my closet tonight?
Don't be silly, Alan. Of course the scarecrow is not going to come to life because it is an inanimate object. And it won't even come out of your closet. Besides, you don't need a nightlight because you're 16 years old. And most people your age aren't afraid of the dark anymore.
Get rid of the scarecrow, 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 get rid of the scarecrow. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, why are you scared of a scarecrow and having these imaginations that they're going to chase you through the town? This is very silly.
Even more importantly, I think our neighbors can hear you throwing a tantrum because we're outside. You've got to learn to control your behavior, seriously.
No, I want you to get rid of that scarecrow, because it is really scaring the daylights out of me. And it's going to chase me around town. Please, get that scary thing away from me.
Alan, seriously, you need to keep your voice down before someone calls the police. Now, let's get into the house. We need that scarecrow so that the birds don't ruin our garden in the front yard. And we told you many times that the scarecrow is not going to chase you around town because it's inanimate.
Yeah, let's get into the house, away from that scary scarecrow. I don't even want to be near that thing. In fact, I want you to call the police and have it taken into custody.
The police won't do anything about that scarecrow. So you need to work on your irrational fears about it. Now let's go inside and have something to eat.
What another beautiful day. And I am looking forward to spending the day in the quiet room, because it is very relaxing, and I get to watch CoComelon with my best friend. Oh no 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 no.
Oh yes, we're the League of Scarecrows. You have to let us into your house.
Yeah.
Alan, we're here to tell you that you're too old to be watching CoComelon, and you need to watch shows that are more for your age, like The Simpsons.
Get away from me, Scarecrow. I wanted to go back and watch CoComelon.
Alan, get back here, we're not done talking to you. It's very important. Alan, you're not going anywhere until you promise us that you will not be watching CoComelon anymore. You belong to us, the League of Scarecrows.
Get away, I wanted to go home, now.
Oh no, Alan, what's wrong?
Mom, I had this terrible dream just now. I was coming home from school, and a couple scarecrows showed up and began chasing me around the city. And they became just as tall as the high-rise buildings.
It was just a dream. I told you that scarecrows are inanimate objects and we only need them to protect the garden in the front yard. That's all. Now, let's go back to bed.
I guess you're right. Well, since I have a teddy bear in my closet, I can go get it so that I don't have these nightmares anymore.
Pencils, check. Binder, check. Lunch, check. Homework, check. Textbooks, check. Looks like I'm all set to go to school.
Joseph, I'm happy to see you're getting ready for school by yourself without having me come upstairs to get you to come downstairs.
I know. I'm going to make it to the bus stop just in time. And I'll make it to class on time.
Well, I hope you don't sneak into another grade that you're not in, or worse, off to a different school. You need to go to the class that you're assigned to, otherwise, you will get another unexcused absence. You don't want to fail 5th grade again.
This time, I won't sneak onto any other school. I'm going to the one I'm attending.
That's good to know. Well, you better get going because the bus is going to arrive within the next 5 to 10 minutes. I'll see you in the afternoon, and I better not get a call from your principal.
Alright, now that I'm waiting for the bus, I'm thinking of sneaking into a 6th grade class. But this time, it'll be at the school I'm currently attending, not Lakewood Elementary. This is going to be better than sneaking onto a different school. I will claim that I'm in the 6th grade, and that I passed the 5th grade. And next year, I will be in the 7th grade, not the 6th grade. And my parents will buy me CoComelon DVDs because I passed the 6th grade. Alright, now that I'm at the right school, the one I'm supposed to be in, I will go to Ms. Anderson's 6th grade class, instead of Mr. Parker's silly 5th grade class. I deserve to be in the 6th grade, because I am the most important student in this school. Alright, this is Ms. Anderson's 6th grade class. At long last. I will be in the 6th grade again, and this time, no one is going to send me back to 5th grade, or worse, all the way back to kindergarten. Because this is where I actually belong.
Is he a new student in our class? Was he transferred here? Because I usually see him go in to another classroom, not this one.
Yes, I was transferred to this class because I passed the 5th grade, and it was a mistake on my old school to hold me back to the 5th grade.
Interesting. So, you must be Joseph Reed, is that right?
Yes, I am Joseph Reed, and how did you know me?
It's because I see you around school a lot of the times, and the 5th and 6th graders have recess and lunch together. I'm Kevin, by the way.
I'm Jenny.
I'm Nancy. And I'm Christopher.
It's so nice to meet you all.
Good morning, class. I hope you all remember your book reports are due at the beginning of class, so please take them out, and my teaching assistant will go around the room and collect them. Excuse me, kid. But who are you? You're not enrolled in this class.
I'm Joseph Reed, and yes, I now belong in the 6th grade because it was a mistake for the school administration to hold me back to 5th grade one more year.
Oh, now I remember who you are, but I think you belong in Mr. Parker's class. So why don't you gather your belongings and go over there?
No, I belong here. That was a mistake on my old school's part, to hold me back to the 5th grade like that. I am in the 6th grade. So please, Miss Anderson, I want to stay in this class.
Now Joseph, don't get me started with an attitude. This is not where you're supposed to be. So I am asking you to gather your belongings, and go to Mr. Parker's 5th grade class. Besides, I think you're sitting in Kimberly's desk. I need to teach this class.
Oh no, this is not looking good. I think Joseph is going to throw another one of his tantrums. He threw tantrums many times during recess, and that was very embarrassing.
I agree with you, Kevin. This is going to be trouble whenever Joseph is around. And I think we're just better off not being around him.
I don't have a very good feeling about having Joseph in this class. And I think he should be going to a different school.
No. I am not going to leave this classroom, because I belong in the 6th grade, and that is final. I'm going to stay here as long as I want, so you can't make me go to 5th grade.
Joseph, don't put words into my mouth like that. I'm not making you go back to 5th grade. You're not supposed to be in my class. Now go, so I can get on with today's lessons.
You want to know something? I own this desk, and not only that, I own this classroom, so therefore, I am not leaving. If you dare try and put a foreclosure on my desk, and my classroom, you will be hearing from my lawyer later this afternoon. So you better not put a foreclosure on this classroom.
That has got to be the funniest thing I have ever heard in my life.
I agree, Joseph does not own this classroom since he doesn't belong here anyways. In fact, the classroom belongs to the school, even though Miss Anderson is using it during the school year.
I can't stop laughing at Joseph's silly comments.
Jenny, did you just call me silly? I can't believe you would do something like that. You know that is against federal law, and I am going to have to turn you into the FBI for that.
Joseph read, "Report to the front office immediately." Joseph read, "Report to the front office immediately."
Joseph, you're coming with me.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Put me down this very instant. I do not deserve to be treated like this, you know. Oh no! What in the world is going on?
Joseph, you know very well that you are in big trouble. And I mean, big trouble.
Principal Jones and Mr. Parker, you can deal with Joseph. I have to go back to my class so I can teach.
Joseph, Mr. Parker and I are very upset with you right now. Why did you go into Miss Anderson's 6th grade class?
Is that why you weren't in my class this morning, but other students told me they saw you going into another classroom instead? Is that why you weren't in my class this morning, but other students told me they saw you going into another classroom instead?
Tell us the truth, otherwise you will be facing more consequences than you're already facing.
I belong in Miss Anderson's 6th grade, not your silly 5th grade class, Mr. Parker. So therefore, I do not see why I need to be sent here to the principal's office.
Hey, don't you act entitled. You're in the 5th grade, and you need to be where you're supposed to be. Which means you need to be in my class, not Miss Anderson's class.
Not to mention, I was watching the surveillance cameras, and you were acting very entitled towards Miss Anderson, claiming that you own the desk you were sitting in, when in fact, it's actually for another student. And you refused to do as she was telling you to do. And that's why I sent you here. Joseph, you do not go into classrooms where you don't belong. If I see you doing this again, you will be serving in school suspension for 2 weeks.
For now, you will be coming to class like you normally do. But you will be serving after-school detention with me until the end of the current semester. Now, come with me to class.
And Joseph, I will be calling your parents about what you did.
Don't call my parents. I don't want to get grounded.
Joseph, that's enough.
Joseph Christopher Reed, we cannot believe that you snuck into another 6th grade class, only this time, it was at your school and not a school you're not enrolled at.
And we can't believe you have to serve detention with your teacher after school every day until the current semester ends. You are grounded until Thanksgiving break. Now go upstairs to your room right now.
All right, class, remember that your homework from last week is due at the beginning of the class period. So please take it out, and then my teacher assistant is going to come around and collect your assignments. Tonight, I'm going to grade them.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Alan, what is the matter with you right now?
Miss Montgomery, I'm really scared of the thunder. I thought that thunderstorms only happen in the summer. But I guess they can happen in November for some reason.
Oh, for the love of Pizza Hut, you are 16 years old. And most people your age aren't scared of thunderstorms. They are just part of life, even if they occur during odd times of the year, like this month. So I suggest you stop acting like a 3-year-old so we can get on with today's lessons.
Miss Montgomery, I have this condition called autism, and that's the reason I react to certain things the way I do. And I can't help it sometimes.
Still, I think you are wasting class time with your temper tantrums.
Every time Alan has a tantrum, it's really embarrassing. I think he should be in daycare or something. Besides, why get scared of a thunderstorm when you're 16?
Roger, don't make fun of Alan. That's not very nice. One more word from you and I'm sending you to the principal's office.
But seriously, he doesn't belong in high school when all he does is throw tantrums and has to go to the quiet room. The quiet room is for babies.
That's it. Go to the back of the room.
I'll make it stop, 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 make it stop. Yeah.
Alan, seriously, if you don't stop crying about the thunderstorm and wasting class time, then I'm going to have to send you to the quiet room.
I'm sorry, it's just that I can't help it sometimes, and I just get scared of certain sounds, and thunder is one of those sounds I'm really sensitive to.
Well then, can you wait in the hallway for 5 minutes? I need to collect everyone's assignments. Alan, I'm afraid you don't belong in this class. Please come with me so I can take you to the quiet room. I will be finding a different teacher for you. Miss Jones, will you be able to watch over Alan? He isn't in my class anymore, and I'm going to find him a new teacher. It may take a while.
This is the 10th time that Alan has been sent here. Here's Sarah.
Hey, Alan. It's so good to see you again.
Sarah, it's so good to see you again.
All right, I will be in the corner doing some paperwork, like I always do. If you need anything, come and get me.
So, Alan, come sit on the couch with me. I have a feeling something bothered you in class, and that's why you got sent here.
Yeah.
It's the sound of thunder that you seem to be afraid of.
Exactly, and most of the students don't understand that I am sensitive to certain sounds. And that I sometimes can't control my behavior in certain situations.
I understand where you're coming from. Everything is going to be all right. You don't need to be scared of thunderstorms. And you and I are going to work on being able to control your emotions. It's going to be difficult, but I know we're going to get through this at some point.
Well, if it isn't Alan in Big Kid Daycare with his daycare friend. Always afraid of thunderstorms.
Hey. You get out of here, right now. Or I will send you to the principal's office.
Whatever.
Yeah. Why does Roger have to make fun of me like that?
Alan, everything is going to be all right. I promise. However, another thing that we need to work on is being able to stand up for yourself and not let people make fun of you.
You know what, I think you may be right. It's about time that I don't stay sad all day long, just because someone in my class is making fun of me. Like you said about the sensitivity to sound, it will be a difficult journey. But I know I can do this.
Now, that's the Alan I would like to get to know. With that said, let's watch a Cocomelon song about thunderstorms.
Great idea, Sarah. You're such a great friend.
Alright, here we are at the school administration building, and here is the bus that elementary students take to Lakewood Elementary, and the special school. I'm going to make the bus smaller, using GoAnimate logic. And I'm going to pick up elementary students, and drive them to GoAnimate City Preschool. Alright, GoAnimate logic, do your stuff. Good, now the bus is small enough that I can reach the gas pedals, and the brakes. Time to drive students to preschool, and we will be singing preschool songs all day long.
Tom, did you hear that the elementary school bus now has a new driver?
No, I haven't. That would be interesting if there was a new bus driver. Look, here comes a school bus that is small. Wow, Joseph, where did you get that small school bus? And are we going someplace fun?
Long story short, I got this toy school bus from Walmart. And yes, we're going someplace that you will really like. Go ahead and take your seat.
Joseph, I'm surprised you're our bus driver. Where are you taking us?
We're going someplace to watch Cocomelon, Bluey, super simple songs, and many preschool shows all day long.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Why didn't you say so? Take your seat, and we will be on the way. Good morning, Jason.
Joseph, why is the bus small, and why are you driving it today?
We're going someplace that is more fun than at silly special school. So take your seat, please.
I hope I don't have to watch Cocomelon all day. I'm too old for that show, and I need to get my education.
Joseph, for some reason, you're driving our bus today. I hope we get to class on time.
Don't worry, Stefan, we're going to get to class on time. Now please take your seat. Have a good day, Stefan. And you have a good day as well, Jason.
I can't wait for this day at school.
Looks like we are going to be watching Wonder Pets and Coco Melon all day long.
Where are we? This does not look like the special school we're supposed to be at.
Wait a minute, this looks like we're at a preschool.
Well, it looks like the fun is beginning. Come on everyone, let's go to class.
No, we're not going to preschool. We're in the 5th grade, and we're way too old to be singing preschool songs. And we're also too old to be watching shows that are for preschooler.
Do you have any idea why we've been dropped off here instead of at the special school?
No, we're not too old for preschool. It's way much more fun than 5th grade because we get to watch Wonder Pets, Coco Melon, and our favorite shows in the whole wide world.
Wait a minute, it was Joseph who dropped us off at the preschool instead of the special school.
I knew it was him all of this time because he really likes Coco Melon, but we're not interested in watching Coco Melon because we have other things to do, like attending our 5th grade class.
Honestly, going to preschool is more fun than the 5th grade. Now let's go to preschool.
No, we're going to send Mr. Parker text messages because Joseph dropped us off at the preschool, and we are already late to his class.
It's 10 minutes past the tardy bell, and still, there is no one showing up to class. This is unusual. Looks like I got a text message. I think it's from one of the students. I'm going to check to see. Oh, I can't believe that Joseph would take a school bus and then drive my entire class to preschool. He is going to be in so much trouble. I better report this to the principal, unless the superintendent has already known about this.
Mr. Parker, report to the front office immediately. Mr. Parker, report to the front office immediately.
Principal Jones. Superintendent Chandler. I think this is about Joseph.
Yes, this is what we needed to talk to you about. I have some video evidence of him making the elementary bus smaller using GoAnimate logic, and then driving it from the administration building.
We're going to show you the video footage right now. And we've already informed the transportation director about this.
Alright, here we are at the school administration building, and here is the bus that elementary students take to Lakewood Elementary, and the special school. I'm going to make the bus smaller, using GoAnimate logic. And I'm going to pick up elementary students, and drive them to GoAnimate City Preschool. Alright, GoAnimate logic, do your stuff. Good, now the bus is small enough that I can reach the gas pedals, and the brakes. Time to drive students to preschool, and we will be singing preschool songs all day long.
Oh my goodness, this cannot be. One of my students just messaged me telling me that the entire class was dropped off at GoAnimate City Preschool.
Well then, I need to get the transportation director to dispatch another bus so that your students get here. Also, the director is going to bring Joseph here, because he is going to be in so much trouble.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round, The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. I am having the best day of my life. Now, I'm almost back at the school administration building. After this, I'm going home and watching Blue E.
Dave, looks like Joseph is pulling into the administration building.
Wait, what is going on?
Joseph, you are in really big trouble.
Thanks to you, your classmates are waiting at GoAnimate City Preschool. And now I have to go pick them up and bring them to the special school. First, I'm going to drive you and the transportation director to the special school. Principal Jones and Superintendent Chandler need to have a serious talk with you about what you did. Come on now, we're going in the bus that I drive to drop off and pick up preschoolers and kindergartners.
Hey, how dare you send me to the principal's office? You know I own that bus, and I can drive it whenever I feel like it.
Joseph, what you did was not funny. Taking another school bus, making it smaller with GoAnimate logic, and then driving elementary students to the preschool.
No, you can't tell me what I can and cannot do. I am Joseph, the most entitled person in the world, and rules do not apply to me whatsoever.
Enough of that entitled attitude. Because of you, my students are going to be late to my class. Thank goodness we dispatched another driver to bring the students here.
In general, you just don't take school buses and drive students where you want to drop them off.
This is something to be taken very seriously. Because of what you did, you will be serving in school suspension for the remainder of the semester. Mr. Parker is going to give you your assignments to do ahead of time. And you will also be performing community service every Saturday, from noon to 4:30. I'm going to call your parents about this, and I'm going to have Mr. Parker take you to in-school suspension.
No. You cannot make me serve in school suspension or do community service. Besides, I'm going to sue you in court for trying to take my school bus away from me. And you're not to make me do a bunch of homework.
Joseph, stop it. I've had it with your entitled behavior. Now go to in-school suspension, now.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Put me down right now. I am not going to in-school suspension.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Joseph Christopher read. Words cannot explain how angry we are with you right now. We cannot believe you took a school bus and drove your classmates to the preschool. And then you have to serve in school suspension and perform community service on the weekends.
For this, you will be grounded until the end of 2023. Like we said before, you will be getting coal for Christmas this year. No hanging out with your friends on the weekends because you need to perform your community service. Now go upstairs to your room.
Joseph, stop throwing your childish tantrums and eat your lunch.
No. I'm not going to eat this silly sandwich. I want to have a Subway sandwich.
You're not getting a Subway sandwich. You need to eat what your parents packed for you. Now, eat your lunch, and be quiet.
I want that Subway sandwich. 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 Please, can you please lend me some money so I can buy a Subway sandwich in the cafeteria?
No. I'm not lending you any lunch money. especially with the way you have been acting ever since the start of the school year. Now get up off the floor, stop kicking and screaming like a toddler, and eat your lunch. Otherwise, I may have to send you to the principal's office.
Hey, don't call me a toddler. I'm 11 years old, for the love of Chuck E. Cheese's. Now, are you going to get me a Subway sandwich? Or am I going to have to sue you in court?
Well, maybe if you stop acting like one, I wouldn't have to call you a toddler. Now, I do not want to have to ask you again, but get up off the floor, get back in your seat, be quiet, and eat your lunch. I'm going to be in a staff meeting for about 10 to 15 minutes, and I expect that you will have calmed down by the time I come back.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Well, now I can't do anything for the next 15 minutes. I can't even have my laptop or my iPad during this silly lunch detention. This is going to be so boring. But I have to figure out something to do. Wait a minute. I'm going to eat Mr. Parker's Subway sandwich. Because that is what he deserves for calling me a toddler, when I am 11 years old, and he also deserves this for not letting me go to the cafeteria to buy a hamburger or a Subway sandwich. Alright, now that this Subway sandwich is now mine, time to teach Mr. Parker a very big lesson that he will never forget. I'm going to eat this delicious Subway sandwich. Alright, I just finished my Subway sandwich. Now, time to watch CoComelon on my iPad.
Joseph, did you eat my Subway sandwich? And that is my Pepsi right there.
No, that is my sandwich. And you stole it from me when the lunch bell rang. How could you do that?
No, Joseph. I told you to eat your lunch, but you refused to listen to me. Not only that, you ate my sandwich while I was in the staff meeting. Now thanks to you, I'm likely going to be hungry for the rest of the day. And I paid about $10 for that Subway sandwich.
No, you took it from me because you don't want me eating Subway sandwiches during lunch detention. And that's why you need to learn a valuable lesson, Mr. Parker. Also, that Pepsi is mine, and no one is allowed to have it but me. And no one but me was allowed to eat the Subway sandwich.
Seriously, Joseph, you ate my lunch, and I want you to stop that entitled attitude. And for what you did, I am going to have you serve lunch detention until the end of January.
Hey, how dare you have me, the most important person in the world, serve lunch detention until the end of January. You know I can report you to the FBI for that.
Joseph, stop it. I want you to sit down, stay quiet, and eat your lunch until your detention is over. I am also going to call your parents about what you did.
Somebody please help me. My teacher is about to take my personal belongings and take them to the dump. Help, help, help.
You know what, Joseph, I'm just going to take you back to in-school suspension.
Joseph Christopher Reed, are you crazy? We cannot believe that you ate your teacher's lunch while in lunch detention.
For this, you will still be grounded until after Christmas break. We can't believe you would do something like that. Now go upstairs to your room.
Wah.